Welcome everyone to another Linux development distribution state-of-the-art, all architectures and C libraries and compilers supported edition. I have amazing news, breaking news. Our Linux distribution with over 600 of the in total 1996 Linux distributions, with over 600 active Linux distributions, meet the one Linux distribution, fully open source and for free, that not only supports all architectures, even those vintage, retro, up and done and unsupported, obsoleted by other Linux distributions like MIPS or IA64, and the latest and greatest RISC-V, for example, but also supporting optionally all C libraries, glibc, musl, uclibc, dialibc, and now Clang, a system compiler. I did another night shift last night, recurring theme here, and I have now a fully built Clang, a system compiler. Yes, there are a handful of those 600 Linux distributions. There are a handful of like, hey, we built with Clang, but hey, meet one Linux. We should probably rename if that one Linux TM. Shall I subscribe? Meet T2 one Linux, supporting it all, highly automated with data AI TM powered. That means we have a 32 freaking set of ISO releases. If you're wondering why does it take so long, not only 6 months, one more thing, like yes, this crazy person fixing one bug and implementation marginality after another, and also supporting building nearly every base system relevant package with freaking Clang. So yeah, you don't need to install another foreign hobby garage project anymore. You can choose this one Linux distribution for all of them. That is of course a much more meaningful ISO set than we otherwise build. So the fullest is this here, and by the way, I probably rearrange that slightly to have better testing. So that means, so these are the current variants, and we are still working on setting Guinness World Record after another with this one Linux distribution. And so the reason we built this here, for example, is testing, right? So like building it in this order, x86 is of course like the number one most downloaded T2 ISO obviously ever, followed by HGOctane and so on, UltraSpark. And then testing, right? So I'm substituting for testing. It's more testing, so that means building x86-64 glibc, x86-64 musl, and now new since last night, x86-64 Clang, and then OpenRISC uclibc. Let's break that here because I have here 10 per line for easier counting. Should this be 10? Did I now make a mistake? Or do we have no? It is possible that we now have 33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Theoretically, this might not be the very best order. So this is basically testing all this x86 all variants, OpenRISC because uclibc. Maybe this is not the most relevant list to, I mean, this is of course, right, the second most downloaded ISO, PS3, how could I forget? But for the best, I mean, is this the best test coverage? I mean, okay, you could call this good test coverage because it's a 64-bit with 32-bit default userland for PS3 performance. Then true good old-fashioned x86 mainstream 32 for vintage and retro, ARM64, ARM version 7. Yeah, I mean, okay, maybe it's a fair thing. And then maybe we reshuffle this here though for IA64, deleting that here and line wrapping that. And maybe nothing but alpha before I86. And that probably should be a pretty amazing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. What makes this 33 freaking release ISO combinations? I probably need to call Intel or AMD if they wouldn't want to upgrade our only Ryzen 750X with a real epic thread-ripping or Intel Xeon high-end quad-channel and whatnot system. Yeah. So this stuff is still building, and so I test installed this. This does fully test install now because previous week we had this already mostly building. Actually, in good tradition, we probably should actually commit these changes, which are of course some, which we yesterday regrouped, including now having all of developed Clang pass config. So format security I somehow didn't need. I mean, we could leave it there. So basically this set is needed of like, yeah, this otherwise quite some stuff doesn't build. There are two things. I mean, do I have some on the to-do? I can show you the list of stuff that does not build, which includes, I mean, does not build and should be fixable. We could do this live on the stream, which are not many, so only like 4 or whatever. ls build. So one is PPP, but yeah, I'm not fixing that because it's using Why does this stuff not build? GNUism, they PPP of all their wisdom of glorified C portable assembler macro preprocessor fame. They use GNU extended nested local function, whatever the correct name for that is. It's like, yeah, you had me. It's like, yeah. You probably don't need, like, if you have a PPP DSL or analog modem dial-up thing or use PPP for point-to-point tunneling, then patches welcome. There is only so much I'm going to fix, right? But you can share, like, subscribe, Patreon, and GitHub sponsorship, and YouTube membership, and super things and stuff. var ADM logs. So I skipped only apparently over Firefox, Perl XML. I mean, this probably could be easily fixed of Perl cross-compiling. Like I mean, if it's not like extremely vital, like if it's not like mission critical and whatnot, so like, and if it's like totally ugly vintage, like in this context, like vintage, like there is vintage of there is amazing vintage, and there is like vintage C code, right? And it's like that is really below my pay grade. I mean, for that, like, I need some mental support of getting depressive of seeing the C code. So yeah, some pain compensation donation, certainly appreciate it. Firefox should be fixable. And I believe maybe there is a build error. I probably at midnight tried. I mean, let's look into this. Yeah, there probably is currently the Canadian cross-compiled Rust-C also didn't build for some linker. Maybe Rust-C and Firefox are the same issue, which yes, we could fix with moderations. OnlyFans, probably there in this corner, so or below. Clang. So that is Rust-C. Yeah, I probably rebuilt this. So somehow some error adding symbols, file format not recognized, Clang 16 linker command failed with. It's like, yeah, I have no idea, whatever. I don't know what's up here. And the thing is, like, this is kind of stuff you see me regularly do here, and like I've done it 20 times or 100 times over 25 years. It's getting boring, right? And should I subscribe? Like, if we had like either donations or 100,000 subscribers, or I need painkillers to see more of this stuff. I need painkillers and coffee. How to get coffee addicted with this kind of build errors. Firefox might be similar. Cool. Also, right. Obviously, it's not Let's rebuild Firefox Live here. But yeah, I mean, it's everything else like Xorg, Xwayland, Sway, XFCE. But I guess you want a browser, right? Let's take a quick look. And yeah, but otherwise it is absolutely mind-blowing if you think that this small team, I don't know what Oracle is doing or Red Hat firing all those people, because it only needs a handful of people and a data AI to maintain even IA64 and HPPA risk. Plus, of course, the upstream people keeping this stuff usually working. Question in the comments: do we have metrics of usage of more obscure platforms? Honestly, no, because we are not the CIA, FSB, and we are not in the user spying business like Google, Mozilla, Red Hat, and so on, or Apple. So no, and we also don't keep the download logs for too long, because I'm not in the data mining business for ethical reasons, and also like YOLO, whatever. I do this because we need an amazing news distribution, and if it works for you, that's amazing. Otherwise, donations will come. I mean, I want to maintain that basically until my kid can take over or stuff, or retire, whatever. And like, I just want a amazing news distribution, and that's what I got. If it works for you, that's amazing. If not, then not. And it's like, yeah, who needs Google Analytics? Like, all we need is donations. But yeah, I expect, like with other distributions dropping vintage and retro systems like hot potatoes, it's like the usage will only go up. Like if we continue to maintain that set of architectures, building like probably next, except a microkernel, which like obviously now I have one of the best Linux distributions just for myself and you if you want. And then obviously the next big thing, spoiler alert, is my vaporware microkernel, if I can somehow make it business work on the business side of things, which I may not be able to make work. But the other next big thing, the other next big thing, if you wanted to go front me here, is actually patching Firefox to work on more architectures. 169 euro already spent, so new funding would be welcome, because the segmentation falls for PowerPC, it doesn't, or for yeah, there is a whole lot of work, right? It should work, it should be so easy, but it isn't. Maybe some stuff is also compiler stability and stuff. So yeah, let's look into this. Maybe we quickly we only summarize this in 30 minutes. And people say I talk too much when it's just 15, not even 14 minutes live stream. So yeah, maybe this is whatever is going on here linking wise. It's also crazy, right? The other 300 whatever packages built like Xorg, Wayland, Sway and stuff, but of course Firefox. Although, and ironically, Firefox, they actually want, as far as I know, Clang is their supported upstream compiler, right? So, and welcome everyone. So like between, hey, that is our supported, approved, like usually I build Firefox out of spec with GCC, and like on Clang it anyway fails, so yeah. So what's going on? Couldn't find one. What kind of list of files are supported by the linker? Oh, thank you very much. We probably want to check this config log or so is that, what is it, checking target linker, checking host, command failed, pthread, get name MP, what the heck? What is it checking here? Ah, this is actually list, target list, checking list of files supported by the linker. Here it is. Okay, it is trying, okay, so interesting. So that is due to gold. So it's trying to link LLVM bitcode files. Also, yeah, obviously you don't see that instantly, right? It takes some 25 years of experience. So what's happening here is, as far as I see on a quick glance on error messages, from, again, deriving that from my experience and obviously with LLVM Gold, it's using as linker LLD. And so we don't have the LLVM Gold plugin, which I actually wondered already last month whether it's still supported. So maybe, you know what, let's try if we can build this like the Linux kernel. LLD here. Is it even LLD? Wait a second. Does it use... Okay, so I have two questions then. The first question is, are we even specifying LD or... Because... Okay, let's try to check that, Firefox. And maybe the issue might be the same. Is it x86 stage? Is it? No, wait. SYS Firefox Clang. Ah, this was the wrong one. Always double check your build ID. Echo LD. Okay, we still have that set there, but is that what we are using? Maybe we reset AS assembler already for using Firefox, expecting it's like, yeah, 25 years and stuff, and instead of, like, in my opinion, if you input like inline assembly code into GCC, then use GCC and not assembler. It's like, yeah, we need to set AS assembler equals GCC or Clang. Yeah, it's like, what do I know about software engineering? Probably not what Mozilla writes in the handbook of. Anyway, so list here. So they run. Now, what I expected. So they run Clang. And what do they even try here? So it's Clang, unused arguments, GNU 99. Yeah, so they do LTO thing, so they do that themselves. Probably. By the way, is that what is failing? Probably. Do we build this with LTO? Okay, maybe the issue is enable LTO. Okay, let's see if we can work around that with... let's copy from Clang. Yeah, it's really hacky. I mean, we could, of course, try to build the LLVM Gold plugin, which maybe in the long term we also want. Let's copy this, I would say, to... Oh wait, maybe... no, we need that slightly different. Package, www, Firefox, CC, LTO, nah. Maybe like here to... If the system compiler was it CC? Then use LDD, that might already be enough, I would hope. Which I find it a little bit silly that the stuff doesn't work more automatically. Yeah, what you don't. It's basically still like the 70s. If you don't have all those particular snowflake options and zinc and stuff, then just is that the right default CC, yeah, that's what I thought. Let's hope for the best. Default CC Clang. That probably could work. Let's see, you know what, let's also build verbosely. Are those other build jobs, by the way, nice? Maybe not. So let's verbose to see the matrix, and let's check my... Do we run this nice? Okay, why do we not see nice in... Okay, this is nice. Also, somehow, I believe decades ago, this nice had a more dedicated effect of, like, now it's a little bit, I have the feeling like, I believe 20 years ago it was like, when this stuff was in those other scheduler things, and okay, they can only, this is strange. So yeah, you YOLO that, and then you can't use... Nah, that is so depressing thing. Elf hack. I mean, we could... Let's try, if we disable the elf hack, let's put this all together here. Then let's see if this works for now, because I don't want to change too much, like, I mean, yeah. The question is LVM gold, or actually... By the way, if you're not using T2, you can just use our package matrix here as a amazing resource, basically an open source package registry thing of having the most summarized information there at your fingertip. And let's check. Oh, come on. Did I not click it? Yada yada, blah blah blah. No, this is what I wanted. So, do we have... Why do we not have gold plugin? There would be... don't see the plugin instantly. Where is the... Oh, this starts to build. Yeah, whether this fully builds, I don't have the super highest hopes, but there is potential, so let's see what happens. LVM gold plugin. So where was it even? In how to build this in... So yeah, what is super, or what do they need from bin utils? Source configure, enable gold, make all gold. They check out, wait, what you need? Check whether you have gold running, report GNU gold or GNU LD. If not, if you have gold, check plugin support. But this is only building bin utils. Build gold with plugin support. I have that, but has a use gold plugin option which looks for gold plugin in the same directory as it looks for CC1 and passes plugin LD, which look for alternative linker. That is not really what we would want. Maybe the reverse actually of... I think this is super outdated. LAL releases this super outdated stuff. LVM 2.9, thank you very much. Here is some more 2022. So yeah, Firefox will unfortunately at least build 12 minutes, maybe longer. And we have some other builds running in parallel. So, and I believe this NICE does not, the NICE scheduling priority does not, like it's more shared now. It's not as fixed, NICE priority levels. So, but anyway, also like with GCC it builds 12 minutes and Clang is often slower for me. But yeah, LLVM plus Gold with external bin utils because of missing plugin API header. Nah. What do they build? They install no binary fetching. LLVM plus Gold. Gold plugin CPP. Where is this coming from? Did I not previously? I thought the other day I had something prepared already. Here is LVM tools. So does it need to be specifically enabled in LVM? Maybe? Oh, come on, where is it? Steven's right. Yeah, it's only substitute for performance is more performance. Okay, tools gold plugin. Then do we have that in CMake? Owners gold plugin. Enable plugins, enable plugins, default on, enable plugins default. Let's see what we have there. Enable plugins. Is it even enable plugins? Plugins default. I have the feeling this might be something else. Add LTO and stuff. Internal. Add OEM tools directory. LVM exported symbol file, LVM enable pig, and LVM bin utils inkdeer. Components, targets to build, linker, LTO, portwriter, IPO target parser, add library. So I guess it needs enable pig. Do we have enable pig? was like, yeah, 2023, you need to go meditate over CMake files to find out why some stuff isn't built. Here's indeed Gold's plugin. Building with link time optimization requires a cooperation with system linker LTO support. So a Gold plugin implements Gold plugin interface on top of LTO. The same plugin also used other tools such as R and NM. As of element 15, the Gold plugin will ignore bitcode from the LVM-BC section inside an elf object file. However, LTO is still supported. How to build it? You need to have Gold with plugin support, blah blah blah, yada yada. Build, run CMake. Okay, so let's do that. Nothing like one more thing for 6 months. And after a while, I'm a little bit thirsty, so let's 8 minutes. At least we get some good use out of our electrons burned today. And if you want to help me refill my lemonade, she likes the spread and stuff. So it needs some conditionalizing, because obviously if you have a bin utils less build, which we could also do, which, fun fact, I even tried 3 or so years ago, which mostly worked, of course, except a handful of things, but so LVM. And then somewhere like here or so, if package installed bin utils, then determine the prefix, var append CMake opt include dir, so that once I believe the full is it the full the correct, so bin pass to bin utils include correct contains the file plugins AP, and let's see. I hope bin utils, I mean it must install this for GCC, so flist okay, user include, that's easy. I only hope API. What did we plug in? Alright, stupid command line argument stuff. That is not a... Why does... It's only a GCC plugin. Did I grab for the plugin API? Enable plugins. Is this not installed anymore, or what? Ugh. Why is this not built for... the toolchain bin utils. Enable plugins. Or is it gold? Enable gold. Why does it not plug in? What? Why does this not install? Oh, this is so lame. Why is there always something? Not one day where some regular stuff with just regular work. Why is this conditionalized to install? Or maybe is there some other shared or whatever stuff? Here's something. Enable shared probably. Maybe that is why. Okay, let's hope for the best. Oh, Firefox built with Clang, yay! So the direct VMLD specified. I guess there is only one way to find out whether it also works, huh? Another win-win here live on our channel. Nothing we don't quirk, fix, configure, zip, rename. This also somehow fails. Did I skip over that? Yeah, this fails strangely. I look into this another day. This is not mission critical for me right now. But this handful, and we just removed one from the list of not compiling stuff. So only GCD plugin space, Perl, XML parser, which might be easy. PPP is hopelessly shitcode, and Rust-C, which we probably could work similarly, I believe, with LVMLD as code plugin stuff, which we will do next because there's nothing we don't perfect. There's always one more thing and my 300 plus lines of to do. So ISO create, also maybe views. Oops. Ugh. Create ISO. QEMU, all the stuff from last night. Probably. Do I have all this good stuff? Probably that is, oops, fine. Let me just, where are my views on views? Because we need this, but also spicy. And then here, and then media packages Firefox. And it comes up. Yay! A Clang compiled Firefox. I believe, I hope, probably, most likely. Amazing. Yeah, so that certainly completes this ISO significantly. Is there anything else to test? Probably not. I didn't even test last night XFCE, and let's test this also. So XFCE and relog in, that would be that, and that also comes up, except some recurring icon. If that is not something, I don't know what is. One T2 Linux supporting everything, including, this way should come up, shouldn't it? Oh. And GDK, what is it, backend? Oh, I hate this, to be honest. Alright, focus. GDK backend Wayland, of course it is. GDK back and Wayland. Yeah, I didn't. Also, yeah, nothing like ads. Probably one day we need to. So yeah, works it treat. Nothing. Well, the only substitute for testing is more testing. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And did I rebuild this already? Probably. Where is it even here? 0 bin utils. Does it build this? Shared, and then we have maybe plugins, and then we can maybe wire up LVM Gold plugin, because why not? But that's it then for this video. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something and celebrate the release of one Linux, one T2 Linux TM. If you have any questions, comments, patches and stuff, welcome. And that is how you support everything that is humanly possible to support. And then, of course, in the future to come, what we prototyped 2 or 3 years ago, GCC bin utils GNU-less, previous video system, nearly there. We only have GCC for libgcc and stuff. And yes, I know the Clang LEM replacements, just that the mono-repository stuff is so annoying to work with. Plugin API. Okay, now that is installed to apparently a rather cryptic. Why is this? Is this a libtier user stuff? Did this really install in? Yeah, I will do that. I will continue with it. Hope you enjoyed this and learned something, and see you soon for the next fun stuff to come.